I'm Mike with Stunt Panda, and we're going to find out what's faster for gaming, an SSD RAID or a PCI Express X4 M.2. As a baseline, we're going to start by testing a physical hard drive and a single SSD. The physical hard drive we're going to look at is a 3 terabyte Western Digital Black 7200 RPM drive. Let's take a look at those numbers. Not very fast by today's standards, but before SSDs, this was a fast hard drive. Speaking of SSDs, for the single SSD, I'm using a 512 gigabyte Crucial M550. The MX200 replaced it, but they're roughly comparable. So these numbers will be roughly what you would expect out of the MX200. No big surprise here, the SSD blows the physical hard drive out of the water, but now is where it gets fun. Let's take a look at what a PCI Express X4 SSD can do. Now this is a Samsung M.2 XP491, 512 gigabytes. This is one of the fastest consumer grade SSDs that you can buy. Wow, that is fast. It is interesting to note that the random reads, while faster, in some cases aren't that much faster than the old serial ATA SSD. Now, those are fantastic numbers for a single drive, but it is only 512 gigabyte. If you've got a lot of games and you want a fast drive, there's really only one choice for you currently, and that's to build a RAID 0 using multiple SSDs. And that's exactly what I've done here. I've taken not one, not two, but 3 1 terabyte Samsung 850 EVOs and put them in RAID 0. Now you would never use RAID 0 for anything that's important, obviously. This is just for gaming. And now that we've got the numbers, we can see the RAID 0 does a really outstanding job at keeping up with that PCI Express drive. Now the PCI Express drive does beat it in just about every category, but the RAID 0 also outperforms the PCI Express in random 4K reads and writes. So kind of a toss-up, but I would say that overall the PCI Express drive beats the RAID 0. And one thing you've got to keep in mind with a RAID 0 is everything on that drive can die. And in fact, I've had this RAID 0 on this machine lose its configuration multiple times. I've had to go into the BIOS, refix it, read the hard drive RAID array, and then rewrite the master boot record to fix it. An average person, not going to be able to do that. So RAID 0, really fast, much larger. The PCI Express, really fast, much smaller, but extremely reliable. Tell us about your gaming configuration in the comments. If you've liked the video, give us a big thumbs up. And if you want to see more of these videos, make sure you subscribe. You've been watching Stunt Panda.